Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Imperial Holonet. I'm JD123,
And I'm our leader Antilles.
I'm Miracle.
and today we're
And we're
here.
not going to hurt you. We're just going to... Oh, no. Damn it. We're not going to kill you. We're just going to hurt you. Really, really bad. I totally didn't screw that up.
It's actually I'm not going to kill you.
That's what I said. That's my point.
Oh, that's
I
right.
accidentally said I'm not going to hurt you, and then I had to redo it.
All right.
I hope
Okay.
you have insurance.
Anywho,
God.
this is a special video talking about our pre-Suicide Squad movie thoughts because the movie is coming out very soon, as of this recording.
In a week now.
So, I guess I'll start, because I actually thought of something I wanted to say. So, for this film, I feel I'm coming at it from a very movie perspective. Just a pure movie perspective. I never read a Suicide Squad comic. Suicide Squad is something I don't know anything about. I don't really know anything about the characters apart from Harley Quinn, Batman, and Joker, obviously. So I have no real connections with anybody else, and how they are adapted I don't think will affect how I feel about it personally, because I don't know those characters. I know about the Deadshot complaints. I understand perfectly the Will Smith thing. I get it. I really do. But for me, I'm going to come at this just as a movie. Pure and simple, just as a movie, and hope it works as a movie first. And
To continue what you...
Oh, sorry, Cole.
You want to finish your thought?
No, I think it was done.
To continue off of what you said, I don't need this to be the greatest thing ever. And that's, I think, the kind of confusion that a lot of people are, after coming off of Batman v Superman, that thinks this movie has to be damn good. It doesn't have to be so complex that it's so good. It just needs to be fun and enjoyable, and it needs to make its money back. That's all it really needs to do. And if it can do that, I'll be satisfied.
Red?
Yeah. The thing is, I'm really optimistic about this movie. I think it will be legitimately decent. I think it's going to be fun. The only thing that keeps bothering me is, of us, I'm the only one who's actually read a Suicide Squad comic and has an investment in that, which means that I do have some problems with the fact that I love Suicide Squad and this isn't Suicide Squad. And I think this will be a well put together film. It's saddening for me as a fan of the comics, as somebody who really appreciates and loves what Ostrander did with Suicide Squad, what this is, because it's not Suicide Squad. But hopefully it will still be entertaining. It seems like it will be. I mean, like, Deadshot's one of my all-time favorite, DC villains. He's not Deadshot. I don't like Harley Quinn. Rick Flag is a character I really like. He's not really going to be Rick Flag. But I still just... I'll be content as long as it does what it wants to do, and that, I think, is just to make a kind of fun, kind of quirky, bright, but nevertheless, just horrifying, but kind of like almost psychotically, like dark humor with bright neon colors kind of film. And that's not what I want from a Suicide Squad film. I think it will, at the end of the day, still not be a good Suicide Squad film, but it might still be a good film, and it might still be a good DC film, and that's what we need at this point.
I agree.
Brett, I have to ask
Agreed.
you, do you think there's a chance for it to become the Suicide Squad that you know?
No.
Not with Will Smith as Deadshot, it won't.
Even without that, Rick Flag is just generic military man. I don't think they're gonna get super political. Not to mention that book is so rooted in the 1980s. Like, you can't do a Suicide Squad thing really, truly, unless it's like set in the 80s in a lot of ways.
I have to ask this question, and this is the thing that the most recent trailers have been most surprised with. How do you think Amanda Waller is going to factor into all of this?
How she always factors into Suicide Squad?
Pretty much. I mean, the only thing Suicide Squad is something also not Suicide Squad, and that's that animated Arkham thing. That's the only thing I know about it, so, that's just
you've seen Task Force X from Justice League?
Oh, yeah, that one. I didn't know. I mean, I know about Amanda Waller a lot because of Justice League.
Yeah, that's what that is. Task Force X is a part of the government that Suicide Squad is controlled by.
Oh, that's cool.
They're just not allowed to say. They just weren't allowed to say Suicide Squad in the show.
One of mine.
Gotcha.
The only thing I know about Suicide Squad is the era, and Red and I both know how well that worked out, but that's a different story.
I think the Arrow episode Suicide Squad actually is pretty accurate to what Suicide Squad is.
Oh, okay.
The joke stuff, especially with lines like "drone strike," how contemporary. Like that's very Ostrander-y, and I think that actually their Deadshot is really on par or on point. I think the Arrow writers, at least in season 2, understood Suicide Squad pretty well.
Do you think that they should go for that kind of Amanda Waller?
No, because that's skinny, annoying Amanda Waller who's just supposed to be, look at me, I'm government person.
I want more
instead of
I prefer Justice.
like I'm so glad we're getting a Waller who's not a supermodel, because thank God, because Waller in the comics is called the Wall for a reason, and
She's she's not skinny.
yeah, and they've just kind of completely removed that over the years. And Viola Davis is by no means unattractive or anything, but he's a lot more like older and tougher than the Waller who just feels artificially tough in the New 52 and in the Arrow show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not going to be as bad as the Waller from Green Lantern, at least.
Wait, Waller was in Green Lantern?
Yes, she's randomly in there for 5 minutes.
I've seen that movie once, so that's fine.
The only Amanda Waller I know is the one from Justice League. That one was pretty good. At least from what I remember. But yeah, I'm excited to see her. She's the only character apart from. Oh yeah, I forgot. She's also a character I know. So that's exciting.
Well, you guys know Croc.
Well, yeah, of course I know.
I guess we should go down through the team. Harley.
We all know Harley.
What are you guys' thoughts on the character overall, and then how this portrayal will be?
Joker's assistant, Joker's girlfriend, so I've just kind of been used to it.
She's Joker's basically sidekick, and that's basically what I've seen her as through most of the stuff I've played. And hopefully they'll do more stuff with her in this movie. But from the trailers I'm seeing, I don't think I'm going to get that much substance, which I don't necessarily know if I need. But
I mean, do you like the character?
She's fine. Okay. I don't know.
She's fine. I don't hate her.
Just Harley Quinn. She's always with Joker, so I'm concentrating on Joker more than Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem. That's the problem.
They're singling her out. Yeah. I've never liked. They keep trying to make Harley Quinn her own character, and it just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for a while now, and I've never liked Harley Quinn. I am part of a distinct group that includes Steve, myself, and that is it. And that is the people who don't like Harley Quinn at all. And I never think the character works. But and I know a lot of Harley Quinn fans are pissed about this version of the character, and I get that. But I feel like this Harley at least matches with this Joker a little bit.
Agreed.
At least better than this Batman matches with this Joker. But we'll get to that later.
I've been curious to see how Batman fits into all this, especially since it's not Snyder writing it.
And I wonder if we'll get the whole Joker. Batman can't kill Joker.
Is this a prequel or a sequel to Man of
Steel? No, it takes place after Man of Steel.
Okay, thank you.
It takes place after
because they talk. Oh, sorry, after BVS, because they talk about Superman in the past tense.
Okay.
Oh wow. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's gonna make that because that really.
And the guns are removed from the Batmobile.
Thank goodness.
That's good. That's good, but I'm like, okay, that's still a huge problem with that movie, but that's not.
I don't buy why they were moved, but
I don't buy that either.
At least they're off.
It's just, if they're just gonna make him kill people, just have him shoot up people in this movie. Just go ahead and just go on, make it consistent.
Well, to be fair, that means sadly we're not going to get a scene where this Joker is in the middle of the street and Batman's coming down and he fires all the platoon rockets, and probably in this movie he would have hit him and killed him. If Snyder was directing, he would have.
If Snyder was directing, he would have used like some random person as a meat shield, and then we'd find out that it was actually like freaking like Black Canary or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was our way of having fun with the character.
Exactly. Okay, let's keep going.
What about Katana?
I don't know anything about any of these characters, so this is where Red becomes our expert here.
Well, Cole, you go first because you know a little bit about Katana because of Arrow.
I would say I don't know how Katana is in comics, and I don't think the Arrow version of her would work well with this set of characters. So, what do you think, Rob?
Well, sadly I haven't read yet the Outsiders book which is where Katana was created. Though she was in the Strand or Suicide Squad stuff, haven't gotten to that point either. But and also she's been in Birds of Prey and stuff like that. But I don't know Katana that well, but though she is awesome in Beware the Batman, and I think they're going to go with the Beware the Batman version in a lot of ways, just a little bit like, because I think they're still doing the whole dead husband whose spirit is stuck in the sword, and like because we see that the steel taker soul. What's it called? Soul Taker sword, taking spirits when she kills a demon in the trailer, and so like we're getting the whole Soul Taker sword, we're getting the big elements of that character, and that's exciting to see because it didn't serve that purpose in the show, and so it's nice to see that be utilized. And yeah, like that character is kind of all about revenge and everything, and kind of slowly losing it. So it's nice to see somebody who is a superhero. Like Katana is, of this entire group, definitively a superhero. But she's not even an anti-hero. Like he's straight up a superhero in a lot of cases. Just has kind of a murder streak sometimes, and so it has been put on the squad before. Same as Bronze Tiger, who is classified as he's a person who was brainwashed by the League of Assassins, and then said, which I'm really pissed he's not here, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I like Killer Croc's look. I can't say anything about his character. He looks cool. That's some good makeup.
Well, they summed it up. He eats people.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Yeah. I was telling you, I think he looks actually really hilarious in the Suicide Squad in the movie.
He looks absolutely fantastic. The prosthetics they used on him are just perfect.
I know. I thought it was CGI at first, but like, wow, that's some good prosthetics.
I mean, it seems like he's going to play in with the whole like freaks idea and everything. Somebody who kind of like everyone else made the choice to be either has a mental illness, like kind of thing, like in the case of Enchantress, or in the case of like most of the people, or like in Harley's case, was manipulated by Joker, and in his case, he's a freak because he's been forced into being a freak because he looks that way.
Right.
And like I think that's what they're trying to talk about with that. And that's going to be an interesting little thing, especially because I wonder what the. Well, I guess we'll get into this with Deadshot later, but like El Diablo.
Is he? Which he's the guy? He's the guy who breathes fire guy.
The guy who has tattoos that let him turn on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, Diablo.
Yeah.
El Diablo, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know. I didn't even know who that was.
Again, I don't know any of these characters apart from the ones I mentioned earlier.
Nor do I, but I know that, and you see this very briefly in the trailer as well, that he is religious and he's kind of like trying on like a redemption thing. And I'm wondering how that's going to play into the fact that for some stupid reason, Deadshot's religious in this movie.
Yeah.
Which comes out of nowhere and does not fit that character at all. Also, I wonder how that's going to play in with the mystical stuff with Enchantress, or possibly even the fact that since he's a character who is I think trying to redeem himself. I'm wondering how that's going to play in with Katana, since she's somebody who's kind of being told she can redeem herself and become a hero, but doesn't necessarily think herself as being a villain in the first place.
Right. Yeah. The more we talk about this movie, the more I get the feeling that if you are, I don't mean to insult anybody, a pure comic book purist, someone who just can't well, to be fair, this is probably a bad problem anyways, this movie, but it's sort of like you have to separate, okay, is this a good movie on its own merits, and then is this a good Suicide Squad movie? One answer is no, the other is maybe.
The thing is, it doesn't really connect to this, because the thing with El Diablo is he's just a New 52 character, and there's nothing really to him.
Oh, okay, well, I'm just talking overall.
Like that's the thing. Like, with a lot of these characters, I think they do resemble their comic counterparts other than Deadshot, and that's the biggest thing. The thing is, nobody really knows Deadshot's backstory that well.
Right, I don't know. I only remember Deadshot from the Arkham games. He was in the Arkham games. Right?
And there he wasn't done that well, except for Origins. But yeah, who's the next movie? I guess Enchantress. DC's Enchantress.
She looked creepy.
We thought she was going to be the villain. In the most recent trailer, we have an image of the villain. I haven't watched the most recent trailer, but it's going to be some other mystical threat. I'm guessing she's either going to work with that threat or be part of it, but I'm guessing that's who this other villain is the person who gives Tattooed Man his abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
the person who's like in blue or whatever?
What about Captain Boomerang?
Isn't he? I don't know anything about Captain Boomerang.
He's absolutely hilarious in the trailers and stuff like that. Like he's drinking a soda in the middle of a fight. Like stuff like that. Like he seems like he's gonna be the funny kind of weirdo of the group. Who's just kind of there for jokes, and that's fun because Boomerang's the loser of the team in every situation. He's a disgusting drug peddling asshole who just everyone, like even supervillains, hate the guy.
Wow.
Like he walks into a supervillain bar, he either gets in a fight because he's an asshole, he gets in a fight because he's he's a drug dealer and stuff like that, and he's just kind of a dick. And so
I
like
hope how it should have ended.
even supervillains will beat him up because unless it's the rogues, in which case they'll protect him unless he crosses a line. Like for instance, if he sells drugs to kids, the rogues will kill him. But
wow.
Yeah, that's the rogues in a nutshell. Which I can't wait to see them in the Flash movie. But if they are in there, but yeah.
So yeah,
unless we're just getting the Reverse Flash again.
Which I wonder if he's already fought Flash.
That would be interesting.
No, because
we might get an answer to that. Who knows?
And,
yeah.
Isn't one of the big
true.
things about this movie from the trailers that the supervillains are kind of waking up now again because of Superman? I might be just thinking off my mind.
No, I think the idea is more just that they're being woken. Like they're not intentionally waking up necessarily. I mean, I bet the idea is the Joker's just doing his thing. A bunch of other villains are doing their things. Maybe because Batman got more violent, they all started to go underground more.
Well, I remember.
Well, probably he just more aggressively took them down.
That's possible.
Because I think we might just not even talk about the fact that Bruce killed people in the previous movie.
Oh, I doubt.
Because how are you going to explain why he didn't kill Croc and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And how are you going to explain that he didn't kill Joker?
I always got the impression.
Well,
that,
with Joker, I buy that Joker could just escape.
I'd buy that too.
But like, why wouldn't he kill somebody like Mad Hatter, who's like a pedophile? Like, I don't buy that this Batman wouldn't kill that person.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
I just got that impression from that first trailer. I think it was like the first one. Maybe it was the second one, with Amanda Waller doing her like monologue. It felt like Superman kind of brought these people back out into the fold. That's just the way I got.
Well, no, what she's saying is that they need to use them now because of threats like that.
Okay, I was wrong.
He's not at all bringing them back into the fold because they already existed. They're not the ones waking up. She's the she says I put them in a hole and buried the hole.
Okay. Sorry.
I have a question before we move on. Do you think if this movie comes out, it does well, it does well money wise? Do you think there's a potential for another Suicide Squad movie?
Was that confirmed already?
Was it?
I don't think they ever confirmed it. I always thought they're taking it. They're playing it. After.
I would think they were playing it by ear, especially after the whole Batman v Superman thing.
We were just getting.
They may have confirmed that. I could be wrong.
I think we might be getting mixed up with Guardians because that was.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they say Warner Bros. They want Will Smith to return. Air intends to make a R-rated sequel. Suicide Squad could have infinite sequels and spin-offs.
I know there's a Harley Quinn spin-off they want to do.
Well,
they always do.
Rumored for 2017, maybe 2018. Is Suicide Squad 2 already in the works? Yeah, it seems very likely we are going to get a sequel.
Yeah.
Unless something like happens, like Justice League plummets or something. Well, even then, I don't know. Anyway.
Well, there's the case that this movie just doesn't do well, especially coming off of Batman v Superman, which I doubt will be the case, but we'll see.
Is there anyone else on the team we need to get to before we get to Mr. J?
Deadshot.
Well, we talked about Deadshot. He's not Deadshot. He's Will Smith.
I'm sure Red wants to say it.
He's not Deadshot. He's Will Smith.
I love Deadshot, and it sucks that he's not at all Deadshot, especially to get Smith shot, who's just... I love Will Smith. That's the sad thing. I absolutely love Will Smith. But he's not Deadshot.
I hope he gives a good performance, though. His last few movies have not been good. So I've heard.
But that's the thing. Like he's not that great as a dramatic actor. He's done a few good dramatic performances before, but the problem is he's just not Deadshot. And then there's like the religious stuff they have for him, which doesn't make any sense for that character. There's the whole thing where he's like his character only kills bad guys, and that just does not fit Deadshot at all. Deadshot will kill anyone for the right price or just for the hell of it. The entire point is he is the bullet. He is unstoppable. He takes down anything in his way.
Right.
Like that's the entire freaking point of that character. It's stupid to have him be like an anti-hero. You miss the point of the character if you do that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
So shall we
But
talk
yeah.
about Joker?
well, do we have any more team members?
Do we?
Rick Flag is nothing like Rick Flag. We have a character who might be Dick Grayson. I really hope it isn't. My guess is that it's probably just some other secret agent character who's being played by Clint Eastwood's son.
There was a Dick Grayson rumor. I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Was
you
it
didn't
Dick
hear all the
Grayson?
thousands of rumors about Clint Eastwood's son possibly playing Dick Grayson as Agent 37 or whatever.
No, I know
That
the.
would be. That could potentially be.
Have you guys not kept up with any of the rumors?
No, I haven't
No,
cared
I've
much for
been
this
trying.
movie.
Well, partially, I've been trying to stay away from that kind of stuff, just to go
didn't
in.
think
Yeah, but that was
Yeah,
everywhere. That was just as big as the Joker is Jason Todd thing.
That was debunked. That one I did know about.
Yes, I know. It doesn't matter if it was debunked or not. That doesn't mean that it wasn't everywhere.
Wait,
My entire
Jason
point is
Todd- I know
that these rumors got widespread.
I know it was
Dick
confirmed
Grayson one I
that
remember
Jason
seeing.
Todd was the Robin, and that was the Jason Todd's Robin suit. Batman v Superman.
Yeah, do we think we're going to get a flashback to that? Because we know we'll have flashbacks for Harley Quinn, and the big rumor that seems to probably be true is that Harley left Joker after he killed a kid.
Yeah,
That could be
Because we have flashbacks to her before she's Harley. We've already seen them, like from set videos,
right,
including like
that's
Joker like slapping her before she gets bleached. But the shots of her in the car, I don't think are like her beginning as Harley Quinn, because we know that we have images of her old costume.
right.
Because we had a recent set photo of her with her old costume, like in a box, and the giant hammer and everything. So the implication is that she had her old costume, stuff like that. Like she was Harley Quinn for years. So the flashbacks we see are probably going to be tons of stuff from her career, and the last ones we see is probably Joker killing Robin.
I can see that.
That would be interesting.
No,
Especially because the whole bleach thing seems to be happening, as Rasco pointed out, once she's already in the movie, because the dyed hair
right.
is coming out.
So yeah, speaking of
which also implies that Bruce might, well, it depends. I think Bruce might be in the modern day in the story as well, not just the flashback based on that scene.
is Joker going to be just in flashback? Is that like?
No, that's what Rasco was saying, is that you can see the blue hair.
Oh, that's good. Let's get actually on
Blue
to
hair.
Joker, because this is probably going to be. This is the thing everybody's waiting for, because everybody loves their Joker. Love that Joker. I love that Joker.
So,
I'm gonna give it a chance. I mean, it's not my Joker, but neither was Heath Ledger, but I love him, so
He's basically gangster Joker, and I could be won over by that, but also it could also be really generic.
yeah.
Wow, Reg, that is the first time, folks, I have ever said a statement and Reg just like, yeah.
Yep. I'd be curious to see his performance. Sorry.
The thing is, he's a lot like the Morrison Joker, like in a lot of ways, and that's cool because I like Morrison's Joker, his take on the Joker. It's just that I'm not even the biggest fan of Morrison's standardized Joker as much as I am for like how his Joker operates, like his idea for Joker and the whole super sane, like takes on a new personality every once in a while thing. Like I have several different opinions on that entire thing. I don't know. It's like it could be like
It could go the Heath Ledger route and be fantastic. It could also just end up, because from what I've seen, at worst it'll probably just be generic.
Well, I don't think it'll be. There is nothing generic about this.
Oh no! Just what I've heard.
Freaking pimp Joker is not generic. It's just a matter of I don't know if this Joker meshes with this Batman, and that's my biggest concern at this point. Because, in my opinion, your Joker has to match your Batman. That's something Morrison did a great job of hammering in. Joker changes when Batman changes. I don't get why Joker has become this person to fight this Batman. Though that might be fascinating, like to see that. I just wonder. It all comes down on why he's this way.
I don't think
Was he always this way? I don't think he was. I think he's changed his personality to accommodate for what Batman has become post Jason Todd's death.
that would be
The question is
why.
why.
But I don't see them
The
being
question is
smart enough
why
to do
would
it.
he act this way based on how Batman's acting currently? But I think that answer could be fascinating.
I don't feel like
psychologically.
they're smart. I don't have confidence that they're smart enough to to delve into it. I don't know.
First of all, that's a really you're underselling the living hell out of Air.
Okay.
Secondly, Leto talked to Morrison, dude. That's Morrison's whole idea.
That would be interesting. I hope you're right.
That the Joker changes himself. Don't undersell them. That's not that complex to get into. Getting it correctly is complex. Not the idea itself isn't necessarily that hard to tackle. I mean, even 89 starts to showcase that. They just don't do the connection between why Joker changes well. That's my biggest question is why is I buy that they are having it that Joker has changed significantly because Batman has changed. I just wonder specifically, and I think they have a legitimate plan for it because how much Leto cares about this, version of Joker and everything, and how much research he did.
I'd be curious to see.
I just wonder why Joker. Why do you think Joker? Because Batman gets more aggressive. Why would Joker become?
More.
I mean, it seems like in the flat and stuff that are definitely said in the past, he is still a little bit more like this pimp Joker, but it doesn't seem as creepy like this. Like, I mean, obviously, the first scene we see him, the really, really bad scene, is him torturing Harley. So so that's definitely like far back Joker.
Right.
Like that's even before Bruce has changed because Bruce hasn't lost Jason yet by this point, or if that is true. So I wonder why Joker. Like the thing is, like he seems like this pimp Joker, but he seems to be a little bit different. Like he didn't become like this weird rock star Joker because Jason Todd died and because Bruce has changed. It seems like he was already that way, and now he's become that Joker, but who wears suits now.
Interesting.
Like it's weird. Like he's combined that previous Rockstar persona with a more sophisticated Joker.
I would have gone the opposite route, to be honest, but that's just me. I would have.
Well, that's what they're doing. It's the hard thing to gauge. Though, is we don't know where each scene is taking place, but we definitely know that he's that tattooed, has a bunch of fake teeth Joker by the point that Harley becomes Harley, which is the earliest flashback we know of.
Right. I'd be curious. Like,
again, like the scenes we've seen him in the present day, he's wearing two different suits.
I'd be curious. I would love if I don't know if I would do this. I would love to see like Jared Leto try to be like, I don't know, Golden Age Joker, like act that way. I don't know if he could, but I
don't know. I don't want that at all because Ledger already did that, and he said he didn't want to do Ledger's Joker. Ledger's Joker is Golden Age Joker, so I don't get why he would want to do that.
I don't know. I mean, if he's changing personalities, but that's okay. But yeah,
but Joker doesn't do it like every single 5 minutes. It's always when there's a significant change in Bruce, he does that.
I find it funny.
So I wonder if we're gonna get like really far back flashbacks, maybe in the solo Batman film, potentially if when Dick Grayson was Robin, and do the there's a scene I really love about the whole like Joker's sanity thing from Morrison's run, where we kind of highlight how much Joker changes, and it's from Last Rites. And the scene is like Bruce is kind of going through like the history of Batman and kind of how each year Bruce changes, and you see kind of a little bit of showcase of Joker changing as well when those things happen. And I'm trying to find what that moment was. Hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, they're. So now he's back in his cell, but Gordon tells me there's talk of opening. Of the old Arkham Asylum reopening. He and Dick had a laughing contest. Can you believe it? 3 years ago, this man was a merciless killer. Like Joker changes depending on how Batman is. Batman's funny. Joker stops killing people just because Batman's funny now. They accommodate each other, and I wonder if they pretty clearly like this Joker does not look like he matches this Batman, and I hope I think there might be a specific reason why.
Maybe because. Okay, this is my fan theory, and it's probably the only way they could actually work in the whole Bruce killing things. Bruce got so violent that Joker started to become and because Joker killed Jason Todd, Joker felt himself as a rock star because, hey, look, I killed a Robin. Look at me, I killed a Robin, kind of a thing. Like, I'm a
Well,
rock
he was
star.
that beforehand.
Oh, right, but he became even more so, maybe.
Well, that's the weird thing, though. He didn't seem to become more of like the Rockstar Joker. He seems to be that still, just because he can't really change that because it's his teeth and everything. But he seems like he's wearing suits and stuff like that in the present scenes.
Huh. Okay, then my fan theory kind of goes downhill then, because I was going to say...
Maybe it's because Bruce is now all business to the point of absurdity, and that's what he's doing as well.
Ooh, that's a good...
Is showing he's this crazy-ass lunatic who's trying to wear a suit and be all sophisticated and stuff like that, but it doesn't work, and that's his entire point.
Ooh, that's interesting. I love that.
I
be an
think
interesting
the
thing
way
to
he's
go.
operating is intentionally designed to play off of this Batman.
Interesting. That'd be curious, because you're right.
I would hope that's the route they go.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, because you bring up the whole Joker needs to fit Batman. It reminds me a lot, strangely, of Doctor Who, because every master needs to fit the certain doctor. At least, for me, at least.
Well, except for the masters that bleed over to other doctors, but yeah.
That's true. That's how it used to work. But anyway, back on topic. I agree with that.
Yeah. Can I just say I love the fact that the trailer that came out like a few days after BPS showcases Bruce saving a supervillain just because it's the right thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
And plus we're gonna see Bruce with more tech. We know it's Ben Affleck in the suit.
I hope he gets some speaking lines. That'd be nice.
Yeah, he probably will. He'll probably get some badass one-liners. Like, it's nice to see like Batman and Joker in their prime. Like, to see Bruce. What's weird is we keep saying like, oh look, the Batmobile doesn't have its guns. We know it won't buy Justice League, but my question is, I don't think the shot we see of it without its guns is that's definitely a flashback as far as I can tell. In fact, it's damn near certainly a flashback.
If that's true, then I think that definitely just means that every of the problems with Batman vs Superman are just Snyder's execution and just
Well, no, because the implication is that that's right after Jason dies.
Oh, okay.
So like this is before he gets the time to like this is his breaking moment. Though it is curious that he still saves Harley in that. Like it might be a more gradual thing.
I
or it might be that he saves Harley, then like when she comes to, she's like, oh god, he killed Tim or something, and Bruce just snaps after that. Like he accidentally saves the person who killed his kid.
Right. Okay.
That'd be interesting.
I have a question because I always forget this.
And that might be how Joker gets away. Is that she was the decoy, and then she's the one who reveals that Jason's dead.
Right. Okay. I have a question because I always forget this, and this is because I just saw Batman vs Superman once. Bruce did not retire after Jason's death, right? Or
no, the implication is that
I always forget.
It's so weird.
I know, I can't remember. I cannot remember.
Well, there's no statement on it. It's the problem. There's contradictory information.
Right. I guess maybe this movie might clarify it. I hope.
Hopefully. Though I kind of wanted, though.
I wonder how much of Batman v Superman will be addressed in this movie.
Well, they were made simultaneously, so I doubt if they had time to retroactively.
Well, there were definitely reshoots, so there might be something, but I don't think. I doubt it.
I feel like this film was made too close to before Batman vs Superman came out that they had a little time, and also because those reshoots were scheduled anyway.
Yeah, so...
Red, can you still hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought...
Okay, just let us
I thought you were looking for something. Red, what do you think? Do you think this film was made too close to Batman vs Superman?
Well, why is that necessarily a bad thing?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, is it going to address the things Batman vs Superman talked about?
Hopefully, no, not too much.
All right.
I don't want. That's what.
Well, we don't want it to be reactionary.
I don't. That's exactly. I don't want it to be reactionary and then have every movie beyond it just be a reaction of a reaction, because then that's not really a worthwhile series.
Oh no, I didn't want reactionary either. I don't think it will be because it was made so close.
It was just something I had to bring up because it was just something a question that popped into my mind.
This film needs to at least succeed critically and financially just to give DC some momentum at this point.
Yeah.
Is that all we have to say. Red,
Red.
any final thoughts or just things to bring up? Can't think of anything.
I think all I
Well,
can say
let's
is
just make predictions about the plot because we don't really know much of anything about it.
Um,
Or how do you think this will play into the larger universe,
I think I only
cameo
saw
wise?
I saw a picture of the bad person, even though I don't know who it is. So maybe that thing has to do with Darkseid. I'm not sure. Don't tell me. I don't know this.
Probably not.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with that person.
Okay. Never mind.
That's not the spoiler. That's not because it wouldn't be a spoiler. It's just a trailer thing.
Okay. Never mind. I think.
do you think this movie will have a end credit scene?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
I think DC is differentiating themselves.
I'm glad for that.
But yeah, I wonder because obviously we're getting the Harley Quinn. We might get a Harley. Well, they pretty much said we're getting the Harley Quinn film.
Yeah.
That's gonna play into we might get Birds of Prey versus Gotham Sirens, which would be fantastic. Zatanna exists in this universe already. We know that for a fact. So I wonder if we're gonna maybe get some set up with that, like maybe an offhanded mention to her or Zatara.
I'd be curious if we get some other Batman villain, not cameos or mentions like Riddler, Scarecrow.
I don't want them to make this too much of a Batman cameo movie.
I was saying,
Yeah.
I was saying mentions.
I'm hoping for other villains than Batman stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, sure, Batman's the one who's been around the longest in this universe, but I want an implication that even if other heroes haven't been around, maybe even if Batman hasn't even fought them, but just other supervillains exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, Captain Boomerang seems to have been at it for a while, so if Flash has been around, he doesn't seem like he's already a superhero by the time of Justice League, so
I never. He has his armor right now, right? Or no?
yeah, he stole it from NASA. And
Okay, so
so
it makes sense that.
it's possible that he's the one who took in Boomerang, but it's weird.
Yeah.
It seems. Yeah, it does seem weird.
Do you think we're gonna get any cameos by other heroes? Again, I'm hoping Zatanna. At least just a mention of Zatanna since we're doing magic stuff. I want it to be kind of like that Stephen Strange reference, people who could stop other magical people, and it's John Constantine, Zatara,
that'd be cool.
Jason Blood. Sorry, not Jason Blood. No, Jason Blood. I'm thinking of Jason Bard. Yeah, Jason Blood's fine because that's Etrigan. Those kind of things. Maybe maybe a reference to Jim. Oh my God, Corrigan, something like that. Since we're doing since we have a supernatural character, that universe is pretty tightly linked, and the villain seems to be supernatural. By the looks of the monsters they're fighting, so I want to see that be linked into everything that's going on. I wonder if that's going to tie in with Wonder Woman since it's mysticism.
Wonder if we're going to see Wonder Woman or any.
I doubt it.
I
Do
doubt
you
it.
think we'll see anything of Batman trying to build the Justice League?
No, because
No.
for all we know, he might only be in the flashbacks.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Which I wonder if we get to see the Robin costume before it gets all destroyed.
That would be cool.
Maybe it would be brighter. Because again, I think if we are doing the Robin death thing, I wonder if we're gonna leave it a Robin died, or maybe we'll explain a which Robin. But then aside from that, we won't do anything. It will be, or will we go the other route and full on do Bruce holding the La Pieta pose thing?
Ooh, I hope we get the Bruce holding thing. Love to see that on film.
Maybe an Oracle reference since there's a reference to her in the BVS extended cut.
Oh, yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, on Alfred's computer it says that somebody who sent him something was Oracle.
Cool.
So Babs is out there.
How do you think
Maybe a
Joker
reference
will,
to Dick.
How do you think Joker will play into the modern day stuff? Because if he appears in the modern day.
Well, do you mean post Suicide Squad modern day?
No. I mean, if he appears in flashbacks, he gotta appear in the present, right?
Not necessarily, but I already told you he is in the present day because the Harley Quinn thing because her dye is coming out into the acid.
No, I was asking you that because I was wondering how he factors into the plot because you asked us first about the plot.
But yeah, he's going to be all hectic and stuff like that. That's kind of the implication. Is he's going to be like an installed at Arkham where he's just causing chaos for everyone.
That'd be interesting. I wonder if
He's
there's,
just
like, a
in the
final,
city at the time.
I wonder if there's gonna be like a final showdown, just guns and explosions everywhere.
As long as that's not Michael Bay.
But yeah, I completely forgot. What do we think's gonna happen? Slipknot. I don't know nothing about this character. So, transitioning from that, who will die? Slipknot's gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, I still have my theory that I think Johnny Torch and I came up with, which was Slipknot will be the one who he's the only one who's gonna make it to the end. like Joker dies, but Slipknot's the one who starts. Though we already saw in the trailer a scene that's setting up him dying, where he tries to escape. It would be funny if like they haven't installed the bombs yet, so they just take him down, and then at the end of the film he's just still alive. Like I want like someone who you would not expect to survive, because that's always the joke with Suicide Squad is, anyone could die at any moment, but it's never the person you expect. Like it's always the like random supervillain we created for one issue makes it to the end, and it's like, wait, what? And then it's like major DC villain for for 15 years gets killed. Like the Death Meister gets to survive. It's like that's Suicide Squad. But yeah, I think Slipknot will die. I wonder about El Diablo, because it seems like he's somebody who have a character arc that will either amount in like a sacrifice thing, because I think the idea is supposed to be redemption with him, or theoretically it will be, again, my joke of he'll make it to the end just because of reasons.
I can see him. I can see him dying.
Yeah, that's the thing though. All the other characters after that are major DC characters.
What if they do kill a major DC character?
I'm thinking it would be Croc, because we haven't seen too much of him in the trailer.
That's sad. But yeah, it's fine.
Deadshot, probably they won't, which is sad. I like the idea of killing off a character that I don't like. I mean, I love Deadshot, but this isn't Deadshot. But then again, means Will Smith gets more work, and that's always good. That's what I keep saying is, if this film sucks, at least Will Smith gets paid.
That's true.
Like, that's the positive of it all. It's like,
It's the same thing with Arrows, that Brandon Routh's getting paid.
Exactly. It's like, even if he doesn't match the character well enough, it's like, I still love the actor to death, so it's like, just give him his money.
Yeah, give him his money, getting his due.
I mean, people gotta eat, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Harley will escape.
Yeah,
getting a spin-off movie, so...
It doesn't necessarily mean she's
if they kill off Harley, there will be an outrage.
Oh yeah. Joker will probably live.
Oh yeah.
Okay. According to Steve, the movie never don't know. The movie never makes clear, but I imagine he was active. So yeah, even the Ultimate Cut makes no mention of if he had retired or not.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay.
I think based on that, the trailers make it imply that he's been retired. The movie itself implies possibly that he's been active. It's weird.
I know.
I'm gonna go with he is active this whole time. Especially, well, again, what's weird is in the tie-in stuff that is technically canon, Bruce takes down Firefly without killing him. He just beats him up.
Okay.
There's a flamethrower that he kills KG Beast, a guy who does not have an armored suit, with that flamethrower. Firefly has a flamethrower, and Bruce still takes him down non-lethally.
Yeah.
Not to harp on BVS, but I don't get how Firefly is still... I mean, I love Garfield Lynns to death, so... Which maybe they'll reference... Well, no, because well, yeah, maybe they'll reference the fact that before BVS, Bruce took down Firefly. But yeah, they just say that he's gotten more aggressive in the tie-in comic. So...
To be fair, what the
again, the whole idea
says
of maybe... Well, no, because they still intend that stuff to be canon. Obviously, yes, you can't tie everything, you can't assume that stuff all to be 100% canon, but the thing is, if it was an official statement of in this universe Batman kills, they would have told them that ahead of time. They wouldn't have made it just... Because that stuff, I think, was written by people who worked on the film, if I'm correct, which makes me think that it is just what Cap predicted, which
It's Snyder.
Yeah, well, not just it's Snyder, but that in Snyder does not think Batman is killing.
That too. So.
Snyder does not see action scenes as canonical, which makes me wonder if we're just I don't like this idea, and we're moving on to Justice League right now, but I kind of like the idea of just pretending like in BVS he just isn't killing anyone because it's problematic, but just move past it. If that's what it takes to make it end, just move past it, I guess.
It's what they're gonna do.
I guess.
I think that's what they're gonna do because
That's one of the. I don't
it's
see another
Snyder's brain.
valid
It's Snyder's
explanation.
brain. It's not like,
Yeah, so I guess we'll just go with that. Yeah, that's just it's still bothersome to me. Not even Batman killing. It's the fact that continuity-wise, Suicide Squad makes no sense because of that, and it throws off everyone else's films. It's my problem with funnily enough the other Snyder, Scott Snyder, where even if not intended, for the sake of their own story, they kind of harm everyone else's stories they're trying to tell by accident, and that's problematic. I think we're just gonna say he's losing it because it's about Superman, and that's why. And so when he's fighting standard supervillains who he's fought for 100 times, it's just he's not gonna care. I hope that's what it was, especially because again, all these villains are in prison. He hasn't killed them yet. This is after BVS, so who knows? I'm wondering if maybe Batman will make a cameo again at the end of the film, and make a reference about that. Maybe Joker will be talking about him. It could be interesting if Batman and Joker do not interact in the entire film outside of that opening sequence, or maybe it's not the opening sequence, but you know what I mean, like outside of the chase sequence. But Joker's talking about Batman and like talking about BVS the entire time.
That'd be interesting.
Oh, do you think we'll see maybe some like security, news footage or something of Superman's spoiler from Civil War, or not Civil War?
Batman vs Superman.
BVS. Much better movie.
I would think so.
I hope
Probably.
Probably. We get mention of him in the trailer, so I can see why not.
Yeah, that's the thing. This feels weird continuity-wise. So, do you guys think this will tie into, probably won't tie into Aquaman at all? Again, I'm wondering if it will set up villains for future films.
Well, Joker, so yeah.
Like, who do you guys want to see in, prison cells and stuff like that as well? Or, maybe mentions on, computer screens?
Classic.
Of other characters who were supposed to be in there. Because obviously we don't want this to be a Batman-heavy thing.
Yeah, well.
So, I'm hoping, Grundy.
Yeah, Grundy.
Or, so Gentleman Ghost, maybe.
We know Bertlin's not there because he's too good to be in a prison.
Yep. Well, maybe that's the thing. It's an escapee list. And it's every single time. It just said the entire list is just Merlin 100 times. And it always has this this little addendum thing of he told us no prison should hold him.
That's Captain Jack's character, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe we'll get a reference to a Weather Wizard or something. I think we might get more Flash villain references. Maybe we'll set up the Rogues.
What about Clockking?
Clocking would be cool. But yeah, I wonder if I hope we get references to bigger cities because the city they are in is Keystone, I think.
What is it?
Oh no, it's Edge City, right?
But we'll find out when the movie comes out.
Well, no, we definitely we already know. We already know. It's man, this is gonna eat away at me. I need to look this up because I'll
do it. I can do it.
No, I'm doing it already, dude.
All right.
I need to know this because it's you guys keep talking because I will.
Well, I
explode.
guess the final thing we should talk about is how does this affect the future, and we'll bring this up again. But I would say.
Well, I mean, just keep talking about cameos while I do this.
Oh, okay.
You think we'll make mentions of Green Arrow or stuff like that?
That would be amazing. I doubt they'll do it, but
I could see them doing it because Green Arrow is still a big thing. It's terrible on the show, but it's still a big thing.
Well,
Popular.
I'm not sold on that. We'll see.
Midway. That's what it is. It's Midway.
Oh. Midway.
Popularity.
Midway City is, I think, it's based on Chicago. Meaning, who operates out of there? Oh, it's Hawkman and Hawkwoman. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
so maybe we'll get Hawkman and Hawkwoman.
Probably not, but
Yeah, I think like people will come later.
That would be amazing, though.
Oh yeah, totally.
also the Doom Patrol operates out of there. Maybe we'll get a reference to them.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Just because, it's nice to see larger cities in DC. Again, Midway's not really a town we get much of. Again, I'd like references to like Edge City, which is where Cyborg is from. I would like reference. I want a reference to Star City. Want a reference to. Obviously, I want some. We're gonna see Gotham, the film. We know that for sure.
Right.
Central City?
Oh, Central. Yeah, probably Central City.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you think we'll go to Metropolis at all in this film?
I don't think so.
Maybe we might see again video footage of it, but I don't know necessarily.
I wouldn't mind seeing that Man of Steel footage. I mean, that was my favorite part of that Batman vs Superman with the first 20 minutes with the with Batman's in Metropolis. Even though it has the car commercial, but that's...
Well, he's in Gotham.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he's in Gotham.
that's
crosses over to
Oh, that's right. Because they're right next to each other.
yes, because that makes total sense.
Oh, Gotham.
I wonder if we're gonna get like a reference to, since Black Canary's been killed off in Arrow. I wonder if we're gonna get a reference to her. Potentially against some Birds of Prey stuff.
What if we got a reference to Ted Core?
Ooh, yes. Well, we know Cord Industries exist in this universe. Because the viral marketing thing showed several different companies. We know Queen Industry also exists.
Good.
And it's industry, not consolidated, thank God. Because that annoyed the hell out of me. Because every single time that gets adapted, it's never industry. It's always, I think it's Queen, like, Technologies in Smallville, and it's Queen Consolidated in Arrow. It's like, just freaking call it Queen Industries. It's not that hard.
Think we get Deathstroke?
So everyone was thinking that Clint Eastwood's son was playing Deathstroke. I doubt it. We might get a reference to him.
What if
especially
Clint Eastwood himself plays Deathstroke? A very old Deathstroke.
Well, Deathstroke already looks really old, so yeah, Clint Eastwood could totally play Deathstroke.
That would be.
It might be a little hard to buy in a fight scene, just because it's hard to assume that anyone could beat Clint Eastwood.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's like Batman.
What do you like? You think beat Deathstroke either?
What?
Well, it's hard to believe that anybody could be Deathstroke. Well, some people.
Yeah, but Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood, man.
I mean, it's Clint freaking Eastwood. His scowl could just take somebody down in one KO.
Even the Joker wouldn't go up against Clint Eastwood's scowl.
Exactly. But yeah.
I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but Clint Eastwood's scowl? No, thank you.
Yeah. It's gonna be so fun to see the references in this movie. That's probably what let's talk about like what we're most excited for. For me, it's the possible references.
For me, it's probably going to be if it's funny and silly in a good way, or at least
for me,
it's
seeing an entertaining movie.
And Joker.
And for me, if the classic '80s songs they're using in the trailers actually make it into the film, that would be awesome.
Yes, I want to see.
Just saying, if Queen is the soundtrack, then yes.
I want to see Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah. And Joker. I
want to see like all the other Queen songs like put in there, like Who Wants to Live Forever starts playing, and then we reveal at the end of the movie Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's like it would fit so well.
Oh, I'd love to see if Ra's al Ghul gets mentioned. I doubt it, but
well, what if they had mentioned the League of Assassins
or the Lazarus Pit?
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I doubt they would do that. But then again, they're doing all this mystical stuff. Because I wonder if this Batman has fought Ra's.
I could see that.
I really want to see like what has happened in this universe thus far.
What if Damian already exists in this universe?
Bruce is old enough. But I think they'll probably do the whole Damian Wayne thing soon with like Bruce's legacy.
Maybe that's the Batman movie.
Potentially.
I want to see Hugo Strange in the Batman movie if they're doing Arkham.
Yeah, I think they're oversaturating that character recently.
I I would love to see.
I wonder if Catwoman will show up, or Ivy, if she exists in this universe, will probably. Well, no, Ivy definitely exists in this universe because we know from the travel guides for Gotham City that the botanical garden has been overcome with trees attacking people and shooting like spores of like paralyzed people at anyone who walks by.
Okay then.
Oh wow.
And there are random gas attacks that make people terrified. And Zatara is doing a show. I'm not like it's awesome. I'm so excited because
Nice.
all these things exist. So Scarecrow exists already. He's doing his thing. Ivy's holed up in the botanical gardens. Like I want a consistent thing of where each villain is. I want to know if the rogues exist already. I want to know who everyone is. Like I think because what's interesting is I don't want it to be Batman's older now, so everything's wound down. I want it to be kind of like this war has been going on for so long, but it's still going. Like the villains are still doing their thing.
Gotham's well established by this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
As are all the cities, and
Yeah.
that's what I want to see more than anything. Is maybe there are other heroes who are out. Maybe the Justice Society exists in this universe. Maybe at least a few of them are mentioned. It'd be nice to see like.
That'd be weird
just
because
some
Man of
little
Steel
things.
acts like there aren't any superheroes, and then Batman.
Well, yeah, but that's always been a problem with putting the Justice Society in.
That's true. And then
So
Batman.
again, Batman being there already contradicted that. So
I
might
know
as well.
that. I know that. That's what I'm saying. But anyway,
That's a helpful thing here.
anyway
Uh,
I guess
but yeah.
final thoughts. The future.
Well, yeah, like we talked about what would our biggest fears be?
It's incohesive and it has problems with tone. And it doesn't. Know
I
what it wants to
would
be.
agree with Joel. Just
doesn't know
uneven
what-
tone.
It doesn't know what it wants to be.
Yeah.
Probably for me, it would be tries way too hard to be funny,
That too.
That's
or
it.
tries to be Guardians or something.
That too.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, anything else?
Nope.
This film needs to succeed to get DC some momentum. That's all I gotta say. So yeah. End on a downer, why don't you?
Well, let's see. Like, what performance are you guys most excited to see?
I
I was
honestly,
happy Margot Robbie. I'll say that. I like Margot Robbie. I'm not a big fan of Harley Quinn, but I
I'm
like
still
Margot
fascinated by Joker. That's the one
Yeah,
I'm most
Jared
fascinated to
Leto.
see, at least. Jared Leto.
Robbie. Whatever it is.
For me, it's clearly the guy playing Slipknot. I mean, you can tell he really got into that role.
Yeah, he was so into that role. It showed in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
The 5 seconds where he he grapples up a building and punches some woman in the face.
Yep.
Yeah, I want some really big comic references. Like, I would love it if we have the like since they're doing Morrison stuff, I really want some Morrison Joker lines to be mentioned. In fact, if there's one line that I think needs to be mentioned at some point in the movie, it is they need to do the what was the line? The line from R.I.P. Damn, I'm forgetting what it is. The
IPD?
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Rip. Rest
The
in
line, when Joker like takes all the winnings and then says, "It's like you know what I've learned from," or they're like, "What do you mean we've outsmarted?" Like, what do you mean we've outsmarted him already? And it's like, no, you're all freaking idiots. Like,
peace. Oh yeah, like is it the one where he talks about he puts the box in the...
well, no, it's anytime I think outside the box, he builds a bigger box.
Yeah, that's it. I remember. I have R.I.P.
Oh no, anytime I but it doesn't matter. See, because every time, yeah, it's simple. It preys on the mind. The ultimate gag. Now you hear, now you ain't. Get it? But it doesn't matter. See, because every single time I try and think outside his toy box, he builds a new box around me. Apophenia. I've been driven literally insane in trying to get him to loosen up. Well, now it's your turn. It's like I want to see Joker just act like that, like the Joker who's just kind of like I'm done, or like kind of like he's content with the fact that Batman won't change, and he's like I'm still gonna try, but I know it's a stupid idea.
I want him to do something like that if there's like no, wait, that wouldn't make sense because there's no Batman involved. Never mind. I was gonna say,
Well, he's talking about like how he's trying to fit with Batman. Maybe by the end he decides to go back and start fighting Batman again.
that'd be cool.
Like, because he's not in Gotham right now. Maybe because Bruce has changed thanks to BVS, he comes back. Like the film ends with like things are starting to wrap up, and then it ends with Joker. Like we think Joker died, and then we end with like somebody walking into like Gotham City, like past like a welcome to Gotham sign, and seeing the bat signal in the sky, like there's police sirens going by, and then it's kind of like that scene from Gotham where Penguin walks back to Gotham and like it's like like it's good to be home, and like you just hear Joker go, it's good to be home, and then like it just ends and it starts playing the Joker theme and just boom.
What's the Joker
like,
theme
that'd
in
be
this?
awesome.
What's the Joker theme in this one?
That thing that Skrillex was asked to do, which sounds horrible, but it fits with this Joker.
That's sad. That's not my Joker theme.
Yeah, but too, it's this Joker, so
I know.
we just have to be content with that.
Right. Yeah.
My Joker theme would be "Cold Cold Heart," as sung by Troy Baker in his lovely Joker voice. But still,
yeah, that's true. That's gonna be a big thing about this movie is that you have to really start. You have to. I feel like this movie is gonna be something that you got to separate both movie and comic, and we talked about that.
Yeah.
Bessie, and hopefully, movie will be good.
I think it will be. I think at this point I feel like it will be a good movie, no matter what.
I think it's gonna be competent.
At least I think it will be an entertaining romp, no matter what.
I want a cohesive plot. That's my big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good tone.
So that's it for us. Until next time, JD123.
Ridley Antilles.
I'm Miracle.
And we're not gonna hurt you. We're just gonna. Damn it! I did it again. Hold on.
I should have cut it off when you said David.
Hold on. Are you still recording?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing live for the trailer. David Ayer is saying to us, I can't wait to show you all my toys. Okay, and